Hey everyone, it's that time of the year where we celebrate the best tech of 2024. I'm Nikhil Chawla, you're watching Indulge-Express. Let's get started. Well, 2024 was all about generative AI. Every smartphone company, every gadget maker tried to incorporate generative AI in their devices, in their software updates, starting with the Google Pixel Gemini, and of course, Apple bringing its own Apple Intelligence, and Samsung kind of adapting from Google and launching their Circle to Search and whatnot. So it was definitely the year of generative AI. But what we're going to do today is discuss the best of tech of 2024. So starting with smartphones, we saw the iPhone 16 series, which had the iPhone 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, and the 16 Plus. And then we saw the Google Pixel 9 devices. And of course, Samsung launched its own iteration of the foldable devices, the flip devices, and the Samsung S24 Ultra series. But it was all about generative AI there. Also, everybody was including softwares that had best use of AI. With Apple Intelligence, Apple took a dig at everybody else saying AI means Apple Intelligence, not just artificial intelligence. And Google, we saw with Gemini, really took it to the next level. With Google Gemini, we saw that generative AI can do so much more on smartphones, and it was revolutionary. It was definitely a game changer AI. And everybody else is definitely playing catch up. Well, that was about the flagship smartphones of the year. Now, moving on to foldable smartphones of the year, we saw definitely Samsung again launching their iteration, but we didn't see much of improvements on it. It was a very marginal updates, hygiene changes to processors and all in the Fold series and the Flip series. What we also saw, the OnePlus Open Apex Edition, which was a brilliant device and looked magnificent. But the biggest flagship foldable of the year would definitely be Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which was absolutely a game changer. Thinnest, biggest display. A lot of work has been done by Google to make this device really nice. Next up, we'll talk about smart watches. Well, smart watches, we saw Google Pixel Watch launch. We saw the Apple Watch Series 10 launch, which was the biggest change to Apple Watch ever since the first generation or Gen 0. And we also saw Pixel Watch 3, which was a perfect amalgamation of Google's Android Wear and Fitbit with it. So two of the best coming together to give you the best of smartwatch. So if you're an Android user, Pixel Watch 3 made a lot of sense. Then we also saw Samsung launch its own iteration of the Apple Watch Ultra, launching Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. They didn't even bother to change the name, and also the looks of it, the band also looked very familiar. Moving on to the tablets of the year, absolutely, it was a big year for tablets. We saw the Apple iPad Pro, which was insane. It is the best and the fastest tablet on the planet, and it can do so much more than you can't even imagine. I've been using it, and I think it's the perfect tablet. It comes in two sizes with a lot of accessories, keyboard and everything, and it is just brilliant. Well, there were a lot of tablet launches in the Android sphere also, but we're going to leave that because it was just marginal updates to all these products. But what I liked about something remarkable that happened in the tablet industry was remarkable too. Yes, that tablet with the e-ink display, which everybody thought, why would anybody need an e-ink tablet with a stylus? Well, it can change the way you work. It changes your workflow, the way you take notes, and it is just brilliant. Now, moving on to the laptops. Well, Apple again blew it out of the park with the M4 series, and it is just mind-blowing what these laptops can do. The Apple MacBook Pro M4 is a game changer with its specs, with its power to weight ratio, and the battery life that you get on these laptops is insane. And you can go all bonkers with the specification. On the Windows front also, we saw a lot of changes, especially moving on from Intel to Qualcomm devices for powering your laptops, which was Snapdragon Elite processing power. Asus and other brands really launched their laptops. But again, the standout of the year was the Apple MacBook Pro M4. Talking about the desktops, well, Apple Mac Mini M4 was again a game changer. This device, which looks like a puck, ice hockey puck, or an Apple TV, can do everything that a big laptop or a desktop can do. Imagine that kind of power put into this kind of device, which is again revolutionary. And people really took it to the next level with their videos. And I saw a lot of people saying, well, surprising my wife saying that's a computer, and they're like, what? This can't be a computer. This is not even Apple TV. It's small, so small. But it really can power up the whole house with its M4 power. The other, on the Windows side, we saw a lot of desktop launches. But what stood out was the Dell XPS desktop. It had a lot of power and upgradability, which really matters. Last but not the least, we'll talk about the cameras of the year. And cameras is now not just a DSLR or a point-and-shoot camera. Now cameras come in variable form factors. And what I like the most about this year was the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is a game changer for content creation. On the other hand, we also saw Sony Alpha 9 III with global shutter, which is again a game-changing feature in terms of DSLR, how DSLR used to work. The global shutter changes it all. Well, that was our quick wraparound of 2024 tech launches and the best of tech in 2024. Do let us know what was your favorite tech or smartphone of the year in 2024. Thanks for watching Indulge Express.